Hey everybody, welcome to Glow Up Handbook. Today we're on week 2 of our middle split flexibility challenge. We're going to start in a wide leg forward fold, toes pointed out, and you're going to lift and drop your hips. So coming into a squat, lift, squat, lift, squat, lift. Shake it out a little bit side to side. Then we're going to come into a circle. So you're just going to drop your hips in one big circle going to the right. I love this as a mobility exercise. As with last week, all the challenge details are in the comments. So there's going to be daily tasks, daily flows, walks, all the things. Be sure to check in the comment box of this video, shake it out, and switch directions. Be sure to comment, check in with me every day. Let me know how you're liking it. You can also do these flows as a standalone. Challenge is totally optional. So continue with those circles here. Awesome. So we're going to turn towards our right side, and you're going to come into a pyramid pose here. So your feet are just a couple feet apart. First, place your hand on your shin, just getting used to the stretch, and then we're going to go into some spinal waves. So just waving your spine up and down here. Your waves can be higher than mine, they can be lower than mine. This is your practice. Do what feels comfortable and what honors your body. Huge thing I am a proponent of in yoga is being proud of your body, loving your body, and not being too hard on yourself. So we're going to come into a fun little half moon variation. You're going to grab your foot with your same side hand, and you're going to pull that foot to the side, getting a big opener in the inner thighs and hip. I love this one before I do middle splits. It always feels so good to me. Come back into pyramid, hold for a second. Beautiful. Back to center, shake it out a little bit, come into a forward fold, do what you need to feel comfortable. Then turn to the other side. So again, start placing your hands on your shin, just getting your body ready for the stretch. Ahead, fix your hair, then come to the mat and go into those waves. So I did about 8 waves on each side, just so you kind of have a gauge and a measure. I always like when I know how many people are doing, if you're kind of a numbers-based person. But go with what feels comfortable to you. That's what this is all about. Awesome. So you're going to lift, grab with your hands, and open into that half moon variation here. Opening, opening. Beautiful. Come back to center. Perfect. So come into a yogi squat here, or malasana pose. Go ahead and push into your right leg. You can also open up your hands, take 5 wrist circles going one way, and then you're going to take 5 wrist circles going the other way. This is a middle split flow, but I'm going to throw in a few little things to stretch. If the bind is comfortable, go ahead and take a bind. Then switch sides. Start by pushing on that left leg. Then you can go ahead and open your arms for a more gentle twist. Take 5 wrist circles going one way, then 5 wrist circles going the other. I always try to throw in wrist stuff because wrists are really neglected. Go into the bind if you did on the other side. Awesome. So I'm going to turn around, so I'm facing opposite you here. But the reason I'm doing that is because I'm going to use the dresser. So go ahead and use a dresser, a wall, whatever is close by and comfortable, because we're going to do some work with it. So you're going to come into a straddle against the wall, and you're going to lift and lower your legs. I want you to do that 8 times, really engaging your muscles as you go in and out. It's really important that you have strong legs to balance your flexibility, and that will keep you safe in the long run. And it'll allow you to use your middle splits. Yeah, it's cool to do middle splits on the floor, but what if you're able to dance and have a higher leg extend and do all these cool tricks? You'll have to be strong. So go ahead and open your legs. You're going to engage and then relax your legs. So I'm engaging, relaxing, engage, relax, engage, relax, engage, relax, engage, and relax. So we're going to come into a straddle hold here against the wall. This is kind of cool. It feels really kind of tight at first, like your inner thighs are really holding on, But as time goes on, as you breathe, you focus on your inhales, focus on your exhales, you're going to feel your body start to let go and relax, and you're going to naturally start to fall closer to the earth. It's pretty cool to feel your body just naturally relax as you focus on the breath. This isn't about how far you go. If your legs are just a little bit open, that's awesome. The point here is to feel a stretch. Go ahead and lift up your legs. Do what you need to do to loosen up here for a second. And then we're going to grab one of your blocks. We're going to come into a frog pose, but one foot will be on the block. You can see how I set it up here. I'm going to face you. I grabbed a slider to help my legs slide out a little easier in the frog, and then I realized I was on a sticky mat and it wasn't going to work, but I keep true to it the whole time until I move the mat. So yeah, place one knee on the block. It doesn't matter which one. We're going to do both sides and just hold your frog pose here. Frog is probably the best exercise you can do for middle splits because it's basically middle splits with your knees bent. You want to focus on your hips being in line with your knees in line with your feet flex to protect your knees. Push up into your hands. You're going to look to the left, right, up. Perfect. Come on out of that, shake it out, wiggle it out, and then you're going to switch sides. So whatever side did not have the block will have the block at this time. Again, kind of awkward to get into. You can see here there's really not a graceful way to do it, but it is a really, really good stretch. Every time we're doing these deep stretches, I want you to focus on your breath. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Out. Now come on up. Look right, left, right, up, down. Then come on out of that. So you might be able to guess what we're doing next, but we're going to do both blocks. This may seem a little crazy, but you can do it. You don't have to go as deep as me, or you can go deeper. So the easiest way is to place one knee on the block, guesstimate with the other block, and then just kind of lift your knee slightly and move it as you need. If you can lie all the way down on the mat, go for it. Now push up, look left, look right, and come on out. Nice job. So I'm going to move the mat here because I do want to use those sliders. If you don't have sliders, you can use really anything that will allow you to get a little bit more slippery here. If you can't find anything, that's totally fine. I want you to come into a frog pose early, and you're just going to do 2 holds instead of this exercise. So I'm grabbing the sliders. I'm going to place my knees on the sliders. This is going to be a little bit challenging and a little bit awkward. My knees kind of slid off, but it's a great exercise. So I want you to slide in, out into frog. Pull your knees in and out. In and out. In and out. Use muscular engagement, not gravity when you're doing this. And out. In and out. In and out. In and out. Scoop back so I'm not like only half in the camera. Hold your frog pose now. So we've done a lot of work in frog on blocks, sliding around, doing all sorts of crazy stuff. So now I just want you to hold it. We're in our last few minutes of the flow, so stick with it. Now push up, and you're going to look right, left, right, up, and come on out. Awesome, awesome job. High five. Beautiful. So we're going to grab both blocks and we're going to do what we did last week. We're going to start with a modified middle. It's going to be something you see me do a lot. I love starting out in a gentler variation and easing in. So the blocks are going to go about your upper pelvis, low belly area, and you're just going to slide down so that area rests on the blocks. Go into your split. Keep your muscles engaged slightly and try to relax. Perfect. Come on out of that. If you feel ready, release one of the blocks. I do want you to try the variation where you're starting in a wide leg forward fold and then sliding down, even if that means more blocks, because it's good to learn different variations to get in the middles. And last week we did the straddle roll. Point your toes if you can. Breathe. Come on out of that. So if you feel truly ready, then you can come into the full middles with no blocks. You're going to plant your hands on the mat, wide leg forward fold, shake it out for a second, take a deep breath, get your body ready for it. And then you're going to slide down carefully and slowly, being super aware of all of your body signals and keeping your muscles engaged until you're in that full middle. And we're just going to hold. Point your toes if you can. Breathe deeply. Last minute here of this flow. And we're not even going to be in the middle split that whole time. So you're in your last big push here. Just hang in there with me. Awesome. Push on up. You can look left, right, up, down, up, and out. Beautiful job. So come into an easy pose here, a butterfly, just shaking it out for a second before you come into easy pose, and you're going to bring your left foot in front and just fold over. I don't want this to be a hard push. We're just kind of loosening up here. So just kind of fold over, but not pushing yourself. Then switch which foot is in front. So my right foot's in front, and fold over or stay up. Then we're going to extend our arms above our head, inhale and take a twist. Extend our arms above our head, inhale and take the twist to the other direction. Round out, shake it out. Thank you guys so much for flowing with me. I hope you've loved this 2-week challenge. Keep checking in with me. Let me know how it's going, and don't be sure to like and subscribe for more. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.